Hi there. One of the new strands of disinformation we should take note of is around the mourning of Khamenei. Watch the framing on this and be ready to counter it for non-Iranian friends. In the coming hours and days, it's safe to assume we're going to see a lot of images connected to Khamenei's death. Crowds in black, televised weeping, flags lowered, and we're starting to see how it's being framed in Western media. BBC English has already run coverage built around solemn imagery and tearful crowd scenes, and even used the descriptor, not quite a dictator, not quite a CBC and other Western outlets have also used mournful visuals, including women grieving. This is without comparable visual emphasis on, say, the tens of thousands killed and imprisoned and tortured under Khamenei's rule in recent weeks alone. This is not about whether images of mourning are real. Many of them will be. The issue is proportion. How many are mourning in a country of 90 million, where even by the regime's own history, its committed support base has long been estimated to be 10 to 15%. And that was before a massacre. Of course, these are not the questions being asked, and when those questions are not asked, a tightly framed camera shot can become a suggestion of national consensus. Repetition becomes legitimacy, selective imagery becomes implied majority, and that's how framing works. Yes, some of what we'll see will indeed be from Iran. Some will not. Gatherings of Muslims in other countries mourning Khamenei recirculated without context. Some clips may be AI enhanced. Some may be stripped of origin markers. But here's the more important point. If you show only mourning and not celebration, not relief, not silence, you are shaping perception and how these events are interpreted abroad. For audiences outside Iran, policymakers, journalists, casual observers, a steady stream of grieving faces can quietly suggest something powerful, especially when that coverage exists alongside limited sustained reporting on an opposition leader like Prince Reza Pahlavi. So questions are invoked. Maybe the regime had deeper support than we thought. Maybe the revolutionary momentum was overstated. Maybe the country is more divided than it appeared. That shift doesn't need to be dramatic. It only needs to introduce doubt, and doubt slows movements. Look, Iran is not a monolith. It never has been. There'll be grief, there'll be relief, there'll be celebration, there'll be fear. All of that is real. But if only one emotional register is elevated internationally over and over, it begins to distort the picture. So when the mourning images arrive, don't dismiss them, contextualize them. Talk about scale, talk about proportion, ask who benefits from the way they are being presented, because what's coming will be more narrative management, and the framing will do more than the footage ever could.